And officially, good morning. Welcome to the Options Income Launchpad Monday Market Kickoff. My name is Scott. I'll be your host. Futures were down. We saw that. Market posture is down. We're in a pretty tenuous place with the market. That we know. Let's remind you that, of course, what we do is for education and illustrative purposes only. Nothing we do or say should be intended or construed as a recommendation to buy or sell any financial security or product. We're not brokers or advisors, therefore don't give any personalized investment advice. Any decisions you make based on any information on this platform is done so at your own risk, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Opening futures and news. The news is about the expanding conflict. We're not calling it a war yet, I guess. We're not calling it a war. Oh, was there a bad start time for the meeting this morning? Huh. I'm wondering if, it looks fine on my end. But I'm wondering if daylight savings is... Oh, yeah. I think the daylight savings didn't kick in. Let me see here. Oh, goodness. I did want to show you guys something as well, if I could actually edit this. Hold on a second, please. We did get some work done. A little more. Tony Z, how did the interface change out of curiosity? And did it change in a, still made sense kind of a way? Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, the calendar on this thing. We will get it. We will get it. Used to be directly on schedule. Now there is a link. Oh, yes, I did add that. I was going to show you guys that. 7:30, save changes. This and following. Okay. And the one that we're in, I don't want this to be confusing. I'm just going to change it to start. Sorry, guys. Someone notified me that my events were scheduled for later, and it seems that daylight savings ruined the schedule. We'll say it starts at just this event. Okay. Hopefully everyone got at least the information. When the announcement got sent. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's dive in. What's going on with our markets? They are down. They are down, and they actually have recovered a little bit. That's something that I wanted to talk about real quickly here. Let me get this up. And let's pop into the futures. And I want you to notice that where we are now, down 1.2%. Overnight, we were really, really, really down there. It was an extra 75 points. It was almost 2.5% down overnight. We've recovered, and now that we've opened, we'll switch back over to the SPY. And yeah, what did our posture say for anyone who didn't happen to catch it? Our posture dropped another point. The Oracle AI posture dropped 1.5 last week. So as we come into this week, we've had a pretty steady drop over the last little bit. And I would assess my overall posture now as neutral. Over the last few weeks, risk levels have been shrinking. Number of trades have been reducing. Number that I'm looking for. Number that I'm in at any given time. As we've checked in as a group, same kind of a thing. Right? Same kind of a thing. The The issues are compounding. They're stacking. We just had an employment report come back on Friday. First time went negative. Yeah, there is definitely concern. So what are we doing now? Trading smaller, trading less. If you have the ability, I would imagine you're looking for intraday trades more than day trades, or excuse me, than swing trades. Swing trades are going to be harder. They're choppier. There's less consistency there. So, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you're relatively new as a trader and you're like, hey, this is concerning. This is, whatever it may be. It is concerning. It's definitely concerning. It has been. So, absolutely, this is... Tony, he says swing trades are definitely difficult. Yeah, right. What? So what do we do with that? Again, right now, the most important thing I would say is to be very clear on exactly what risk parameters. I'm still going to look to take some trades, but where I might be willing to be in 6 to 8 trades, now I might say, hey, I'm willing to be in 1 or 2 at any given time. Right, I'm just not willing to put large chunks of risk. If I trades would be 1.5%, now they may only be 1%. I'm trying to keep it down on a trade by trade basis. Okay. All right. What else do we have going on? Let's go look around a little bit at just what is being discussed. Got in, but not sure how. So real quickly, let's talk about that. I'm going to send an email out, but I want you to notice that the announcements. So when I send out a little, hey, we're starting, that's going to have the Zoom link in it. They have entrance into the meetings through the calendar, but you don't have to come in that way. All you need is the link, right? All you need is this link right here. No matter, and you can save it to your favorites. You can add it to your own calendar. So a couple of things. It wasn't an email, Stephen D. This is a post. So if you're on Circle and you get an announcement, you can see that we put these alerts out every single time. This comes out 2 minutes before. So bam, you can click there. Second place you can look. This is new. That post is under announcements. The next place that you can always come now, under webinars, you can see it says schedule and links. And if you open this up, this is it. This is our master reference right here. Sunday went from 11 to 12, Monday from 9:30 to 10:30, and you can see the links right there. Bam, just click that and you're in. Tony, yes, that's what you were referring to. This is new. So this is, if at any time you're like, I can't seem to get in a meeting, you can go to the schedule here and just click. Bam. I need this. This is one is missing. I'll add this one. But this is every meeting. These are the same links. Every single meeting for the same day is the same. So the Monday link is always the same. It's the same Monday link a year ago. It's the same Monday link in 6 months. If you have the link, you can get in. So you don't have to go in through the events page. On the events page, if you come in, and you can see I had to change this start time to get it right, but this one, see? This one did the same thing. But it might say accept invite. Anyways, it's not connected. It's not connected to Circle. It's just Zoom. It's just a link. And so, this is also me. Sorry. And it starts at this time, save all except update. Okay. I've realized that it's like there's just sometimes issues getting in. So I'm trying to make it as few issues as possible. You don't need to enter through an email. You don't need to enter through the calendar. If you go to the calendar, you can see like here, it says join virtual event. That's just clicking the link. Right? So if I click that, that's just as if I clicked the link that if I went. So any of those places, the Zoom link, that's what's important. That's actually what's moving you into. So if you're listening to the recordings, right? But if you look, there's a certain order of things that you have to do in here, but this has everything. Should be in your time zone. I'm just scanning to make sure everything looks good. It does. Stephen D told me that a few emails did get blasted yesterday. So if you got blasted, I'm sorry. I started working on it and it didn't blast, and then I sent another one and it did. So again, there's just some inconsistency. Okay, let's get cracking here. Does that hopefully make sense for everybody? If you ever can't get in, there should be multiple places. You can look in announcements, you can look in schedule, you can look in events, you can actually go into these webinars. There's different areas where you have the ability to do that. Okay. Okay. Good to go now? Awesome. I wanted to look at that with everyone anyways. Let's go look at this market. So we're seeing a little bit of recovery, but it's definitely not good out there right now. Okay. Many gaps down. Most things sinking even further. Now let's go through it. Let's go through it. Not a lot of green out there. Not a lot of green out there. However, One place where there is some green. If you held any of your Dow, right? If you had one more piece left, if you closed most and held any, it paid off and actually got up to the primary target. It's not at the primary target now, but it is actually still in a viable place. So if you have any left, be thinking, where are you closing that now that it has reached its full potential? So, hey, it's nice to have a bright spot somewhere, right? Okay. Let's start at the top. We have an okay list. I still think there's check out Boeing. We haven't looked at Boeing in a while. Interestingly. Let's start there. We do like industrials. Oh, Boeing's okay. It looks all right. It's pulled back a little bit from its highs, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Alcoa, top of the list. Still looks okay to me. Right? It still looks okay. Apple. So some of these are holding up. They're not closing. They're not dropping hard, but they're just sort of stalled out. Still overall looking to see if we're going to get some stability here. All right. Archer Daniels. Where's my day traders at? What stocks are you looking at today for getting in or out? ADM, no. Applied Materials still further down. AMKR still further down. Amazon's on my list, but it's pulling back currently. Let's see. APH. Yeah, a lot of red, but not a lot of follow-through red. Kind of stalled out. AXP's bottomed. You can see it's a small white candle. Okay, let's keep going here. Baba down. BAC worse. The sectors. I want to pop in there for a second. Oh, let's look at the Fed. As we're just looking around, a lot of times when we see a bad jobs report, what do people start to think? Well, is the Fed going to help us out? What can the Fed do for us? And you can see here we really don't have a lot of expectations for the Fed intervening in any way. If we look at this is the March, that's this month. If we go to April, not much better. June, still not to a point where there's more expectation than not. Okay. July. That's the first time. July is the first time we actually see where we actually see the expectations overcoming. Here is our heat map. Where is it worse? Consumer cyclicals, real bright red. Technology mostly, financial mostly. You can see there's a little bit of healthcare, energy, consumer defensive. Those are areas where we're seeing it. Showing any signs of I'm not going to say even stability, but any signs of lack of selling really is what we're seeing there. Okay. Where's the bright spots? We'll keep looking to see if we find any. Bud, no. City, further down. Caterpillar, further down. Okay, let's keep going here. CF, materials, still bullish. Coherent. Okay. Coherent. Now we have something that looks a little bit more viable. We have a great trend in place. We just had a higher high. We just pulled back. We're stabilizing. I would say coherent is what looks viable given the market that we're in now. Okay. Cisco, no. Let's see. Let's actually pause here for a second. You can see that the stochastics is pinching. This is just the first sign. Just the first sign of recovery. So we do want to be careful not to overemphasize what we think that actually indicates. However, we will probably come back and just start to play with the numbers of that trade. Okay. Cisco dropping. Diamonds dropping. Dow Chemical holding up. Our target. I need to find the target. Oops. I thought I heard it ding today. Dow. Where is it? There it is. Primary target 36.50. Today's high was 35.75. Oh, but I adjusted the target down to 35.50. So 35.50, which was hit. Yeah. Okay. Ford. Is anyone still in that Dow? Are you closing now or soon? What is your intention? Let me know if anyone is still staying in that one. Okay. GE was on our list. Oof. Some of these are starting to fall out of favor where it's like sitting on top of the 50, we're thinking about it. Breaking below the 50 like this, no longer thinking about it. Right? No longer thinking about it. Gold was one we were thinking about, but gold is not moving. GM down. Oof, it's nasty out there, you guys. Google down. Okay. Let's keep looking here. Goldman Home Depot. Everything's that new reds. Let's pause for a second. We're going to switch over. Okay. And let's just kind of see how this thing has moved so far. You can see we opened 1, 2, 3. So we basically got to this bottom. And we're kind of right stuck in this range. Yeah. What do the day trades look like? If we can break higher. There's my drawing tools. If we can break higher or break lower, essentially is what we're looking for today. That's the direction I'm looking for. Time for puts. It's on the verge. it's certainly opened the door for us. Yeah, we're certainly going to be looking for it. Okay. Let me switch back out. Don't be hasty in this market. Don't force anything in this market. Let's actually look at something here. One of the things we want to look for is we'll go from like this area here, 697. Where is a 10% drop? 627.30. Okay, let's just have a sense of that, which is down here. That is a correction. Do I think that it could just fall straight down? No. I would think to myself, it falls, it's already fallen here, it rallies back up, struggles to get back through some of these old levels, and then we have an opportunity. And then it does it again, and then we actually end up with a couple of bearish opportunities. Yeah. So as our posture, I mean, really, to be fair, our posture dropping, this is Lamb Research, but let me go back to the SPY to look. Oh, no, I think I was on SPY. Our posture right now has dropped to almost a zero. It's 0.5. But if you look at 697 minus 662.5 is where we are now. Back into 697. 5%. That's halfway. 5% is all that we've seen for a drop. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. My calculator out of the way. And some of the other ones that were on our list include, let's go back in, IBM on a pullback. I think actually looks pretty good. Right? IBM on a pullback. Intel is not doing much. If I come across one that you're trading or one that you're thinking about, let me know. IWM. Small caps are getting pretty smashed right now. Lumentum holding up. Still some bullishness there for Lumentum. Okay. LRCX down. That was one we were looking at. Looked like it was holding. PLTR's on my list as well, LJ. Reddit and QPuts doing well. Good. MasterCard. MasterCards are actually holding up after a bottom. So some of these things are starting to show some signs of stability. Here's Meta. Monster's down significantly. We're going to have to start cleaning up this watch list. Morgan Stanley's down significantly. Microsoft actually is holding up. Yeah, Microsoft is showing a little bit of stability at this point. Let's look at Micron, still down. Netflix. I don't think I put Netflix on my list, but I actually like Netflix. I think Netflix is showing signs of the buyers reversed it. It got up there. Now we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. I think that it looks pretty good. Okay. NVIDIA. XLK, worth a look. Technology. LMT. Let's take a look at LMT. You can see Lockheed Martin. I'm not seeing. I mean, it doesn't look. It doesn't look like it's actually doing much yet. It could. We'll keep an eye on these. Not quite yet. Here's XLK technology. Let's see what we have here. ADM, Bud, Microsoft, Netflix, Silver from a week or two ago. Okay. Well, so if you break down the period, you're saying, hey, we might be moving into like a momentum type trade, or right. So it's less a swing, and that's fine. I agree with that. But then you're starting to see. If I go to a 1 hour chart, you can see, yeah, maybe it's showing that. Maybe it's showing that right there. Let's see. Palantir on a pullback. Palantir on a pullback looks pretty good for us here, actually. Okay. QQQ for puts. And even right now, look at that. It gapped down, moved up, moved down, right flat in the middle. Right? So anything that's carried over from Friday till now is working. Anything that's right now, you can see we're a little back and forth. Right? We're a little bit back and forth. Okay. Rocket Lab. I know some folks had this. Look at this one chopping around. It started, it's pulled back, it's back in the middle. What does that look like? It's still just kind of stuck in that range. Right? Okay. Ross Stores. Got out of XLK. Very nice. Ross Stores pulling back. RTX. So here's another one. That is defense related. And the longer the conflict lasts, but as of right now, there's not much that we see in it yet. Okay. silver, flat. SNDK is one that we were looking at, and SNDK looks like it's close. For me right now, coherent and SNDK are probably two of the stronger things that are in the midst of setups. So definitely ones that I'm looking at. Okay. ASX, WDC, XLP. Love it. I like ASX as well. I like definitely SNDK. I like Coherent. Let's take a look at, here's the SPY. So it's recovered off its lows, only down 1% now. Okay. STX. I like WD. No, which one do I like better? Not WDC. SNDK. Maybe WDC as well. Let's see. SYY. No. TJX. TJX looks bullish, but the spreads are iffy. Tesla's down. Taiwan Semiconductor down. Vail. Let's skip ahead. Here's WDC stabilizing. LRCX has broken its support level, so no for that one. I would be looking to exit based on a closing below support, breaking below support. Let me know if you have any other questions. I think we have a few. We have a few candidates, but right now we're in defense. We are playing defense right now. That's the mindset that we should have. So, a few things. The schedule is set. There are links everywhere. So if you can't get into a meeting at any point, make sure you reach out to me and flag why that is, because there should be multiple places for you to be able to get into the meetings. First round defense draft choice, right? Agreed. Yeah. We're on defense. Make sure your risk is taken only when everything is in place. That's where we are right now. Okay. Yeah, be careful out there. Don't think we're gonna trade our way through this. Think we're gonna be patient. We're gonna find a few things here or there, and we'll get ready. I've gotten feedback that the more sophisticated the more sophisticated combination option strategies are something people want to see. So we are going to look to put those out. All right. Well, you guys, here we are. We'll see what the rest of today brings. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. As always, happy trading.